Hello, and welcome to Measuring Learner Data and Assessment. This is Week 1, Lecture 1, Types of Data and Methods of Collection. My name is Adam Mills. I'm a high school teacher with dual certification in secondary social studies and special education. I hold a master's degree in special education and am currently completing a master's degree in educational technology. Should you need to contact me, please email me at acmills@uci.edu. Some of the questions we will be focusing on today are: how can we define data? Why do we need to define data? How does it impact our practice? What is data's role? What categories of data exist? What different methods exist to collect data? And how does all of this, data, its role, differing categories and collection methods, combine to inform our clarity of purpose? Why should we define data? Well, I'm in New York. You're not. It is important that we create a shared vocabulary so that we are all on the same page when discussing these issues. A common definition of data is facts and statistics collected together for reference or analysis. For our purposes, it might also be informative to take heed of data's philosophical definition, which is things known or assumed as facts, making the basis of reasoning or calculation. Let's take it a step further, though. How does this apply to our practice? How does it apply to our students? According to the Glossary of Education Reform, as developed by the Great Schools Partnership of Maine, student-level data refers to any information that educators, schools, districts, and state agencies collect on individual students, including data such as personal information, for example, a student's age, gender, race, place of residence, enrollment information, the school a student attends, a student's current grade level and years of attendance, the number of days a student was absent, and most importantly, academic information. For example, the courses a student completed, the test scores and grades a student has earned, the academic requirements a student has fulfilled, and various other forms of data collected and used by educators and educational institutions. Information related to disciplinary problems, learning disabilities, medical and health issues, etc. It will be the academic information portion of this definition that we will be focusing on in this course. In short, data is what drives education. It is the tool by which we make all our decisions, before, during, and after instruction. It informs our practice at every level: classroom, school, district, state, and nation. But what is data's role? When looking at data as part of our practice as educators, we should look at it through two lenses: horizontal and vertical. Horizontal would mean an individual or group's data as it is at a fixed moment in time. This moment in time can be as short as a single activity or lesson, or as long as a school year. You can think of this more as a snapshot. Vertical data is an individual or group's data as it changes over a longer period of time, from year to year, grade level to grade level, etc. You can think of this more as a biography. Both types of data should play a role in our decision-making process as educators. So, what are the types of data? Well, there are two: quantitative and qualitative. Quantitative data is based on the numbers. Usually, this type of data is used to answer the questions who, what, where, and when. You can think of it as newspaper data. We're seeing more and more of this type of data collection in education: baseline and summative exams, SATs, ACTs, the new PARCC exams, etc. Qualitative data is based more on individual experiences. This type of data is used to answer the questions how and why. This would be more the things you're probably doing in your classroom: class polls to reflect on efficacy, things like that. One of the current struggles in education is to try and improve assessment to include more qualitative data as well as quantitative. Both have their place, though. Both matter. What are some of the methods of collection of data? Well, there are many. The most prevalent in education, of course, is the test. But even within that category, there are many variations. Multiple choice, short answer, constructed response, vocabulary, matching, and on. Other methods of collection include, but are not necessarily limited to, surveys, questionnaires, interviews, and observations. What should all this lead us to? The most important aspect to remember regarding collecting data is clarity of purpose. We can see an example of the wide range of purpose of data collection by again looking at the many different types of tests: classroom, school-wide, state, psychological, PT, OT, admission, exit, and so on. In order to gather the right type of data and collect it in the most effective way, as well as not waste everyone's time, you must know what data you are attempting to collect, the reason you are collecting that data, and what is going to be done with the data once it is collected. Proper planning and answers to these questions will allow you to determine the best tool or method for collection and move forward towards your goals. As we move forward as a class, it's important that we continue to develop a shared vocabulary surrounding our discussion of data and assessment. The development of this vocabulary will inform our study of all of the above and how these topics impact our purpose, practice, and profession.